everyone. I am Yashmit and I am currently studying in second year in UPS Dehradun. And I currently live in Mathura near Radhika Vihar, BSA Road, Mathura. BSA Road. And today I am here to talk about an interesting topic which is success. As you know, many people think that success is about achieving fame, wealth, but I think that success is about improving is about improving yourself compared to the other version of yourself. I would like to say that success is a journey but not a destination, but it is repeated many times here. So I would like to share my thoughts which are a slight different from previous ones. So I think that success is not about being better than others. Success is about being better than the previous version you were. And I would also like to say that success is not just about getting some big achievement. It can also be a small achievement. And success, I would also like to say that success can be different for others. Like for student, it could be getting better grades. For teachers, it could be teaching better things to students. And for parents, it could be seeing their children be better in their life, be doing better in their life. So I think that there is no measurement for the success. As I previously tell that it is different for others. Now I think that for achieving success there should be something that you should all be prepared to do. Like you should all have desire, you should all be determined to do your work, and you should all follow discipline properly. And there should also be determination in your path. So I would like to talk out each point in brief. So by desire I mean that you should be able to dream what you want to do. You should know that what your interest is. You should know that if I want to do this work and why if I want to do this work, so why I want to do this work. And if you have decided that, then you are already ahead of most people. Because mostly people are very confused in choosing their dreams. They do not know that if I want to do that, so why I want to do that. If they do not know that if I wanted to do this thing, so why I should do this thing. But if you are clear on this, so you are very well ahead of many people. Now next thing is determination. Everything you should be doing with your utmost best. You should do it with everything you have got. If you are giving a half baked effort is not good enough. And I am saying this with my personal experience, as I have in my 11th class I have been studying with my half baked effort. I was not determined enough to study, so the grades were very poor. But in 12th, I think that I have improved very much as compared to the 11th. Now let's move on to the next pillar, which is dedication. I think dedication is also a very important part of being a successful person. Because if you are not dedicating your personal time and money and power to the work that you are going to do, then I think that you are not even fixated on the goal that you want to do. And the most important pillar should be discipline. Without discipline, nobody can do anything, because one thing that differentiates a successful person from unsuccessful person is self-discipline. And discipline is also a very important part of our life, because everybody could not follow self-discipline properly. But if you can do this, it is a very monotonous path. But I think that if someone can follow this path, that he is definitely going to be a successful person. Now I would like to talk about, there are, other than these things, there are also some ingredients that a successful person needs. Like he or she should have passion and be ready for sacrifice. These are the two main ingredients that are needed for a successful person, other than the 4 Ds. And I would like to talk about these two first in brief. So what is sacrifice? Sacrifice is something that we should leave our other work for. We should sabotage our work in a good way. But we should not sabotage ourselves in a bad way that you are actually hurting yourself or you are actually hurting someone else. but you can sacrifice or sabotage yourself in a good way. But now I would like to talk about patience. It is a very important factor of life. If you want to do anything and if you are not even patient enough, then I think that there are sorry. I think that patience is also a very important factor of life, because without patience, people become very aggressive and they also do impulsive work. But if you are patient enough, then you can save yourself from impulsive work. I can say that I was also very impulsive one, and it has led to several failures in my life. But I would like to say that patience, after learning somewhat about patience and after getting somewhat patient, these failures have improved. I have learned from these failures, and by talking of failure, I would also like to tell that failure is also a very important ingredient, because without failure you cannot do anything. I would like to tell a story of Thomas Edison. He has failed about 1,000 times when he was making bulb, and he always said that I have just rejected the 999 other methods by which we could make a bulb. Now I will try another method. So failure is also a very important part if you want to be a successful person, because it tells that you are even trying. It tells that you can even try, but you are doing everything with your determination and dedication. Now I would like to also give a light on the time management. Some people think that time management is not a necessary path or path in your road to success. But I think that time management is also an important part, because everyone got a 24 hours, but successful people use them wisely and effectively. But unsuccessful person are confused and they mismanage their work. So time management is also a very important part. Now I would like to talk about some traits of success. Now the common traits that we used to think of successful people are that they are they manage their time efficiently, and they manage their self very efficiently. But there are also some traits that many people do not think, like tension, anger, monotony. And I would like to talk about each of the traits that I think a successful person should have in detail. I think a successful person should be managing their time effectively. So, and they should also be managing their self. Managing their self and managing time is a little different. In managing time, you are managing the 24 hours that you have got. But in managing self, you are actually managing your habits. You are learning new habits daily, and you are removing bad habits or addiction from your life. Now I would like to talk about tension. Tension is also a very important part of our life. If you are taking it not as deeply, but it should be in a moderate level, because due to tension, some people are forced to work, or some people in when they are in tension, some people do their utmost best. They work in their 100% efficiency. But without tension or without some stress, these people do not give their 100%. So tension can also be used to brought 100% from a person. Now I would like to talk about anger. By anger I mean that you should not be speaking and you should not be getting angry on other person. By anger I mean that you should be getting angry at yourself for losing or for getting a failure, but in a good way. That it should not be like that you are getting angry yourself because you have tried. You should be angry at yourself because you have tried, but you should be angry so to get the reason. So why I have failed? If I have failed because of this reason, then I will try the next version, and it should next thing, and it should be. And if you are trying it the next time, then the anger should be applied. Like if I am getting failed in 12th because of I was not studying properly. Now next time I will do with a aggressive way. I will study all the things firstly, and I will display my anger that I am very angry at myself for failing in 12th. And lastly, I would like to talk about monotony and fear. Monotony is something that I have noticed several people that who are successful. I have actually read in book like Rich Dad and Poor Dad and Ikigai and this thing, and there I got to know that there is lessons like monotony. Every successful person is used to doing the work at while being monotonous. While monotony can be looking like a joke to some unsuccessful person, because it is just that we are getting bored in doing this work. But if you are talking to successful person, they will always tell you that if you are being monotonous and your work, then you are close to the path of success. Because you are, if you are being monotonous, if you are getting monotonous in some work and you are continuing it daily, then you are doing very well in life. And lastly, it is fear. By fear, I mean that you should not fear that much for starting. You should at least start something. If you are getting feared because you are not even starting, so that is very dangerous for you.
Okay.
In the end, I would like to conclude with the quote that I have written. In the end, I would like to conclude with my final statement that success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. Thank you.